do you feel that going through that darkening of the soul and the trial and tribulation and a crucible, whatever metaphor that you use, do you think that's required, or could they be given that wisdom with less pain and suffering?
It's interesting. No one turns up at the ashram when they're healthy. You know, it's the thing that drives us. The status quo is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We don't even realize the level at which we are dysfunctional. And the saying is, the castle must crumble before the empire can be built. And thus the dark night of the soul that every great work talks about is the catalyst for change. One doesn't need to become enlightened to have a great life. In fact, I don't even recommend it. I do not recommend it. It's 20 minutes.
That's actually an interesting point. Please say more about that.
One can lead a great life simply being aware of what their dysfunction is. I know a lot of people who are completely ignorant to their stuff who lead a great life. I know a few film stars and rock stars who are completely ignorant to their stuff, and yet luck just falls upon them because of their ignorance. One must be cautious or careful about stepping into the realm of trying to understand themselves, because that is a Pandora's box. And you've got to go through all the bad stuff before you get to the gems underneath it all. So one must ask themselves, why am I on this pursuit? Do I just want to be healthier, happier? Usually it's health because someone's sick, and so I don't want to die. I want to get healthy again. That's the greatest catalyst. But then there's incredible pain, relationships, work, dissatisfaction. But be careful about what you wish for. I chose to have everything blown away, and it was shit. You know, I wanted to kill myself. I wasted years of my life, and even from that, it was pain. I've died more than once. Don't tell my mum. She'd be very upset with me. But perhaps at times it's better to let sleeping dogs lie. Be sure about what you want. People think they've just got to go the whole way. And if you're sick, then yeah, you need to go the whole way sometimes. But don't leave it too late when it's stage 4 cancer. Leave it when you're not feeling well or you're lethargic. Leave it when you're not as fit as you used to be and you can't turn up for your kids because you're exhausted. When you get that little bit of a heart anxiety, whatever's going on, you take up meditation to deal with it. These little things can improve your life. These biohacks can improve your life. But to go down the road of knowing thyself, which is the meaning of life, many cultures, the only thing they can agree on, they can't agree with what happens after this life. No culture can agree with what happens after this life. And yet in the great works of all these cultures, they all say the same sentence. Meaning of life, know thyself. Know what your shit is. Know what you're dedicated to proving about yourself. Know what you actually love. And then know God. God within you, spirit within you, universe, whatever you want to call it. It's as simple as that. So there's ways to do that without crumbling the castle. And that's by being aware before that you can do the little things to lead a happier and healthy life. Then unpacking it all. I just say be very wary about that. It's the story of the young man who turns up at the monastery and says, I want to dedicate myself to God. And the monk takes him out on the boat and holds him under the water. He comes up and says, I can't swim. The monk says, I know. Pushes him back under again. Pulls him. He says, I still can't swim. He says, I know. And until he finally just lets go and thinks he's drowning. Pulls him back in, coughs up all the water. And the monk says, what were you thinking about? He said, what do you mean? What was I thinking about? I was thinking about getting breath. I was thinking about staying alive. I was thinking about all the shit that I haven't done in my life. The monk says, great. When that happens again, and the only thoughts you have are of enlightenment, come on back. We gladly